to the Ascension News. Hi, Natalie.
Hi.
We are so excited. We have so much information today. It just seems like this is the season. How to get through uncertainty. Wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, let's see. I guess we're going to start with the opening meditation.
Yeah, so today I'm going to start with a mantra that will just help you get through times of uncertainty. So you can close your eyes if you want. I am in charge of what goes in and comes out of my mind. Fear does not live in my body. I am made of an energy that cannot be created or destroyed. I am one with the universe. Its perfection lives within me.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so take it away.
All right. So let's just define what uncertainty is and what it means. I think we've all felt it this last year with everything that's happened, but uncertainty is a lack of sureness about someone or something, and it may range from falling short of certainty to an almost complete lack of conviction or knowledge, especially about an outcome or result. So we definitely didn't know what was going to happen, and we were for sure living in a place of uncertainty, but uncertainty can arise in your life at any time for any reason, not just a natural or national disaster.
Yes.
Louise Hay, author of You Can Heal Your Life, says that prolonged uncertainty and feelings of doom will actually create gastritis in the body. And according to Louise Hay, a mantra for that is, I love and approve of myself. I am safe. Which I think is definitely a challenging thing to remain. When you're feeling uncertain, you definitely don't feel safe. And so telling yourself that you are safe will definitely help navigate that. And then this message was totally channeled. So my guide said that the antidote to uncertainty is surrender. The unknown frees the mind to live and makes love readily available to give and receive. Uncertainty is knowing you cannot change the course of action and its outcome, and resting in that knowing can actually create freedom and space to surrender to the divine moving into your life.
Beautiful. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Wow, that's just powerful, powerful, powerful. I mean, we really have to surrender. We really have to surrender. Period. Let go. Let go. Let God. Faith over fear. So
Yeah.
the oil we decided to use is velour, and I think you're gonna read what velour.
Yes. So this one was formulated to balance energies and instill courage, confidence, and self-esteem. It helps the body self-correct its balance and alignment. And in the Young Living community, they actually refer to Valor as a liquid chiropractor. So it just puts, when you anoint your body and you anoint your chakras, and the back of the neck, the top of the head, the wrists, the bottom of the feet, you actually bring your body into energetic alignment with this blend. It's a fan favorite for sure. It's definitely something you want to call upon in times of needing bravery, which is totally something that you would want to call on when you're dealing with uncertainty. In Valor, there is black spruce, geranium, blue tansy, frankincense, and camphor.
Nice, nice.
So,
And quickly tell us that they're changing the structure, so it's going to be easier for us to get the oils. So just tell us real quickly what the changes.
Yes. So I'm still trying to navigate the details, but from what I see, May 1st, Young Living is changing their shopping experience. So if you wanted to just purchase a one-off oil, like if you wanted to purchase Valor, but you weren't interested in anything else at the time because you just want to get a feel for it, you can actually place a custom order. And right now, the structure of Young Living is that you have to do purchase a starter kit, which is usually around $160. And it's great, except if that is not within your budget, then it's not so great. So this coming up structure, which we'll probably talk about in the weeks to come once more information is being released, but it's going to be much easier for people to just shop like normal customers and take advantage of the discount. I think it's orders over 100. If you place an order as a customer and you purchase $100 or more on your first order, you will then automatically get 24% off for the entire year, which is what distributors, which will now be called brand partners, that's what their discount is.
Wow. Wow. We're
So
going to have to do a whole thing on that.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a whole thing.
Yeah.
I have someone,
Really excited about it.
Paw Print, yes, we're live. Did you have a question? You can just write your question or comment. We are live. Okay. Wow, that's exciting. That's making it easy and accessible and beautiful. All right, so let's move on. The Pilates move for today is called Earth Prana. And let's see if I can get that on there. All right, and Earth Prana is on the reformer. So you're laying down and basically you're flexing and pointing. You're running in place and the reformer is moving back and forth like this. But if you don't have a reformer, you're just you're running. You're running like this, but your feet are in the air. You're connecting to the earth, right? Left is receiving, right is letting go. Left is female, right is male. So you're connecting with right brain, left brain, and you're running. Okay, so next one. The yoga pose is the plow. So let's get that in there. So everybody knows the plow.
Mm-hmm.
So you lay on your back and you put your hands by your side and you inhale, you bring your feet all the way over your head or as far as you can. If you can't go all the way over, you can put a chair behind you. Put your feet on a chair or a bolster or a ball until you can make it over. And then you roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. And then you bring your legs flat. So you inhale, bring your legs up, exhale, legs over behind you. Inhale, legs up, and then roll down. All right. Next one. Next one. The mudra. The mudra is really an amazing mudra. And I'm going to pull this back so you can see it. Right there. Okay.
Oh, reassurance. I love that. It's lovely.
Reassurance. Okay, so I'm going to read the how to get into it, and Natalie is going to show us. All right. Reassurance is about inner well-being, inner nourishment, and safety. Safety. So it's amazing how things always connect there. Relieves tension, assists the pelvic and prostate issues, enhances circulation and reproduction, urinary, and calming instability. Okay. Grasp the left thumb with the right hand, okay? And curl your left hand over the right hand, okay? Touch the tip of the right finger to the tip of the left index finger. Touch the tip of the right thumb to the tip of the left index finger. The middle and the ring fingers. Relax the shoulders and the belly and find your natural breath. So it's like that. Okay. So take a deep breath and exhale. Allow yourself to feel self-reassurance. Guide your brain to relax with your inhale. Release. Exhale. I am self-reassured. Guide me to my perfect well-being. With your eyes closed, sense the touch of your hands close together. Feel the warmth of the skin and notice the quality of your breath. Inhale to 5, exhale to 5. Feel yourself wrapped up in a cocoon of light. Feel the cocoon as the lightness protective, as a lightness of protective cover. Feel the cocoon protecting your soul, your spine, your body, your emotions. Relax into this wrapping of light. Just let go, become the light. Feel yourself as safe and protected, held in the embrace of the light. Take a deep breath and release and exhale. Beautiful. Okay.
Really
Next,
nice.
let's move right along. We got so much information. We got to
I
like
know.
keep on track. Okay. So the next thing we got in is we're gonna tips for coping.
Yes. So these are my tips and my suggestions for coping with uncertainty. And they're a little bit more than just, oh, lean into self-care. So number one, gratitude practice. Get down to the basics. So when you're in a place of uncertainty and it can be really easy to go into low vibration or victimhood or, me first, me second, and me third mentality. So a good best practice would be to step out of that and to go through your list of gratitudes. And if you can't think of anything to be grateful for, simply thanking the universe for the air to breathe, clean air to clean water to drink, shelter, clothes, get back to the basics and just start there. And every day, think of something to be grateful for, and that will raise your vibration and help you through that time. Number two, focus on what you want so that you raise your vibration. Like attracts like. So if you're a bad vibe, you are going to attract bad vibes all around. So if you're in that place, then that's when the cars are going to pull out in front of you. There's, whatever you were looking for at the grocery store is sold out, or you dropped your phone and cracked it for the 100th time. So keeping your vibration raised will help you. And again, going back to the gratitude practice, which will help, thinking about, all right, I'm going to envision what I want. Where do I want to go? I know where I'm at right now, but I'm going to go. I'm going places. I'm going to ascend out of this valley that I'm in. Number three, give yourself permission to be okay with not knowing. Release control. And that is so hard because that's going back to surrender. It is so hard for people to surrender because there is a major fear in uncertainty. So it's like the top of the roller coaster and you stop for that 1 second right before you're about to go whoosh, And so in that 1 second, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how deep this hill is that you're about to go over or what's for you at the bottom. So just surrender and trust that the universe or God or source or goddess or whatever will catch you because there's medicine in this.
Yes. Yes.
Number four, answer your fears. What ifs? Remove the fear from your mind. So as a birth doula, a really big thing that I do with my clients is answering the what ifs. So when you're at any point in your pregnancy and women tend to get to that place where they have the worst case scenario thinking, and it's just pregnancy. You think about, all of these what ifs, right? And so this isn't just pregnancy specific, but I really love this thought practice because it can be applied to anything. So if you're living in uncertainty and you're like, what if we can't pay our bills? What if I lose my job? What if what if the new normal looks something scary? Whatever this what if. Okay, well, take a step back and answer that what if. What if you can't pay your bills? What can you do? Okay, well, I can I can take out a loan. I can ask for a loan from a family member. I can talk to my creditors and see you can have all kinds of strategic things to take care of this problem. And then it closes the tabs of fear in your mind. So when you have your computer open and you got 800 tabs open because it's all stuff that you think you're going to read later, but you're really not. You're just taking up space on your laptop. If you close those tabs, if you answer your what ifs, it's all out of your mind because then your mind isn't clouded with this storm of fear.
Yes.
So answer those what ifs. 5, strategize your worst case scenarios with a logical mind. So again, going back, answering those what ifs, how can you come up with a strategy? And at the beginning of a really personal quick story, at the beginning of quarantine last year, I think it was actually even before quarantine, it was March, and everybody was really scared of 5G. So instead of being really scared also, I did my research and I researched, how I can combat things that might be affecting that. Or, okay, so there's this scary virus that no one's ever heard of. How can I take care of myself? Okay, so I researched how to build immunity naturally for myself and my son and my husband. And so that disengaged the fear, because now I'm not paying attention to the narrative of the media where it's be scared, be scared, be scared. I don't want to be scared. I want some solutions. I want a plan. I want to know that I'm going to be okay by my own hand. And so I can control what's happening in my home. I can control my mind. I can control what comes in and what comes out. So this is how I'm going to approach it. And it was a practice that really saved my sanity. Was, all right, I'm going to look at this with a logical mind and I'm going to come up with some strategies. I'm not going to be scared.
I love that. Love that.
Yeah. So number 6, lean into trusting that it shall pass and surrender to the void of unknowing. Trust is hard, but it becomes easier once you keep watering that garden. 7, don't make big decisions until you have a clear picture or you have worked through your strategy and you feel safe. So it's not a great idea to make big decisions when your house is on fire. Which that I have been in this place of uncertainty for we were in the place of uncertainty way before quarantine started, and the analogy of trying to be normal when your house is literally on fire is like, it was
Yeah.
so on point to like what I was going through. So don't cut bangs when you're uncertain.
Don't cut your hair during a
Don't cut your hair.
pandemic.
Don't
Do
cut
not
bangs.
cut your hair.
Yeah. Okay. Ask for help. It's so simple, but ask for help. If you're
Yeah.
a parent, ask someone to be a babysitter so that you can go and clear your mind. If money's an issue, ask someone for help. Start a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
What can you do to help support your mental state and your energy in those times? And don't be scared to ask for help. There can be a little bit of a vulnerability and a little bit of a pride issue, but at some point everybody has asked for help.
Yes.
And there's a Mr. Rogers quote that says something along the lines of, when chaos is around, look for the helpers, because there's always going to be helpers. There will always be someone that will give you the shirt off of their own back, because it's just who they are. So somebody will always be available to help. Find comfort in what's familiar. So if that's food, music, creature comforts, just to bring a little sense of normal to where you're at. So if it's just something simple, just lean into those comforts. Look at what deeper messages can be gleaned from the situation. How can we reframe this into a positive? What is this uncertainty telling me? So for me, the whole thing that we just went through with, whatever, a really big thing was financial stability. So I had to have adult conversations with things that I should have already been doing. So it's just, that was what the message was. It was get smart about certain things, make an adult decision here and there. So in uncertainty, we can always lean into, okay, this is something that I've been avoiding or putting off for forever. And so now I have to take care of it because I have no other choice. So that hopefully if uncertainty does come back or you're in that situation, you will be supported because you took care of whatever it was.
Exactly.
And then you can ride the wave and you can be like, okay, I'm okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because there's always a positive when there's a negative. There's always a breakthrough
Yes.
right after the breakdown.
Yes. Yes.
Always.
There's a yin to the yang, always.
Yes,
Yang
exactly.
to the yin.
Yes. Unplug from information sources that bring you discomfort. So that could include the media, friends and family, et cetera, et cetera. So if you are filling your mind with more things that are furthering fear, it's probably not going to help you.
Right.
And so take care of yourself, water your own garden and take care of yourself. And just, if it's noise, if it's background noise that's really making you anxious, then, you know, take a step back, take a break for a month, you know, from
Yes.
social media or, you know, whatever.
TV, from the news. Stop watching the
From,
news for now.
from watching the news.
Yes.
Until it arrives, I got to the point where I was like, until it arrives at my door, literally, like if someone knocks on the door bringing whatever doom and gloom revelation type shit people think is going to come, I'm just not going to worry about it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I have to take care of my son. I got to take care of myself, you know?
There's
And that's
there's a quick cartoon I want to talk about that you see around. They asked the Mormons, "Why don't you have COVID? Why aren't you affected?" And then their response is, "We don't have TV. We don't have
no,
social media." So right there, take a break from all that. Just give yourself a week break, an hour break, a day break. It doesn't have to be 30 days or a year or six
yeah,
months. I mean, 30 days would be amazing, but take a break. Take a break.
yeah. Get educated. So people are afraid of things they don't understand. So will expanding your knowledge help bring ease and clarity to the situation? So I already touched on that before, but just, you know, how can you change your mental state with education so that you feel a little bit more secure because you've empowered yourself with knowledge?
Yeah.
Um, this goes without saying, lean into your faith practices. So
Yes.
meditation, relaxation techniques, you know, lean into that or start or go back to it or start something that maybe will help bring you comfort.
Breathing. Breathing.
Breathing, just simply breathing, that's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And then lastly, stand in your truth and stay lucid through the entire process. So, you know, stand in your truth. If you are afraid, you know, talk it out. Find someone that can be a gentle, non-judgmental soundboard for you, and just express how you're feeling, and just feel those feelings when they come up, so that you're not repressing anything and making the PTSD when you come out of the uncertainty worse than it has to be.
Yes.
So all of these things will just help you not turn it into a bigger wound that will then create bigger problems later down the road. Staying lucid is something that is really, really important when you're going through any kind of big emotional process or experience. So, yeah. So those are my tips. And then when I was working on this, I'm also a folk herbalist. So sometimes plants talk to me, and so there, which sounds hokey, but it's true. And so I want you to envision a dandelion. So you can close your eyes if you want. This is just gonna be real quick. But envision a dandelion. And if you don't know what a dandelion is, it's a little yellow flower. You'll usually see it in the middle of a lawn or a public park. And then it turns into that little puffball. So just envision a dandelion. And envision that dandelion growing through the crack in a sidewalk in downtown Los Angeles. And there are cars everywhere. There's music, there's noise. But this little dandelion is just thriving. There is not a drop of water for miles. There's no soil anywhere to be found. But somehow this little dandelion seed landed in this crack and became a flower, and now is thriving on the sidewalk. So the dandelion can teach us that we are the ultimate survivors,
Mm.
that we can withstand anything, any kind of environment around us, and still have sunshine around us and emanating from within us. The dandelion is ruled by the sun. It is a major ally for the liver. And so the dandelion is a gentle healer. It's a healer and a survivor. So you can come back to your awareness here and now. But dandelion teaches us resilience and to be resourceful, because that dandelion will still grow and it'll go to seed, and a little kid will come along and blow those dandelion seeds away. And the magic about dandelions is that dandelion seeds can be found 5 miles away from the original plant. So not only are they warriors, but they're just amazing little, and they're food. It's also their food, you know. So dandelion is the ultimate liver tonic, and it's a gentle detoxifier. So not to give recommendations, as we're not doctors in this life, but the dandelion is a really great ally for gentle detoxification for anybody of any age. It doesn't have any contraindications. It typically doesn't interact with medication if you're on it, but do your research there. But I highly recommend working with dandelion. And the easiest thing to do is just find some high quality dandelion pills and just take them, and it helps you just regulate your elimination organs and just gently tonify and detox that liver, because your liver in traditional Chinese medicine, there the theory is that certain emotions injure certain organs. So for example, grief and melancholy injure the lungs, fear and fright injures the kidneys, anger injures the liver, joy injures the heart, worry and pensiveness, including over-concentrated thinking, injures the spleen.
Wow.
And so usually these emotions usually don't have any influence or impact on the body when the body is balanced. But when the body is out of balance, that's when you're going to come up with problems. And so if you're living in uncertainty, maybe part of that uncertainty is anger, because maybe you're pissed off at the situation, you're pissed off at your partner for making some crappy choices, or yourself for making some bad choices, or whatever. So as an example, you would want to support your liver from a Chinese medicine perspective. So an acupressure point is the liver 2, so it's right in between the toes. So this point is called moving between. It spreads liver qi and clears liver fire. It's a great point to use when you're feeling hot-headed or fiery tempered. It's located on the dorsal surface of the foot between the first and second toe. It quells excess fire to the liver, so it can do its job directing and changing the movement instead of blazing into excess and rage.
Beautiful.
So this is an excellent free technique. Side note, you can usually also find dandelion greens in the store. Dandelion in French is Dandelion, which means lion's tooth.
Beautiful. I love that.
So, I mean, a lion's tooth, like, hi, could we, harness the energy of a super brave lion in this time of uncertainty? I think so, for sure.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so grief, which a lot of people felt during this time, because maybe you lost a loved one during this time, to coronavirus or some pre-existing condition, but grief is stored in the lungs.
Oops.
And so this point right here on the arm, it's about 6 inches up, more or less, from the fold in your elbow. And this one is called Lung 3. It's also known as the Heavenly Palace. It's a wonderful point for processing grief and supporting the lungs. It calms and uplifts the spirit, helping to restore a sense of self-worth and receptivity. It's located on the upper arm on the lateral border of the bicep muscle, 6 inches above the elbow crease. When you massage this point, your lungs will reflexively inhale deeply. It's a great point to help you work through grief.
Beautiful.
Okay, and fear. We'll move on to fear, which is kidney 4. And fear this one is also known as the Great Bell. It tonifies the kidney and strengthens the will to dispel fear. It's located on the medial side of the ankle, on the edge of the Achilles tendon, level with the lower border of the ankle bone. Oh yeah, level with the lower border of the ankle. In a time of fear and uncertainty, this point helps fortify the will to work through fear towards achieving our highest purpose. Kidney 4.
Amazing.
4. All right. And when you're the really cool thing about working with acupressure points is that when you locate the point and you're massaging it, you'll feel that it hurts.
Oops.
And a good indicator, if the point hurts, like the famous one right here, this is the one for like relieving headaches. So when you're massaging this one, Like if you have a headache or you're borderline, this will feel tender to the touch.
Yes, yes.
Working with these points, you want to keep massaging it and working it until it doesn't
Good
hurt
stuff.
as much,
Yes,
and
exactly.
then stop. Yeah, you don't want to overdo it.
Definitely. Yeah. You be gentle, but be persistent.
Yes. Um, the last one is spleen 4, and this is for worry. So spleen 4 is also known as grandfather-grandson. It strengthens the spleen, resolves excess dampness, and calms the spirit. It's located on the medial side of the foot, just distal to the base of the first metatarsal bone. Massaging this point is a great way to give yourself a mental break and alleviate unnecessary worry and overthinking, which definitely would come in during times of uncertainty. So I find this whole concept is actually really fascinating with emotions being stored in the body and affecting your organs, because if it goes on for prolonged periods of time, it will become a bigger issue. So like Louise Hay was saying, if prolonged uncertainty and feelings of doom causes gastritis and upset in the stomach, that could turn into ulcers down the road, or something even far more serious. Even beyond that, if you keep feeding it with uncertainty and fear and doom and all of that things. So keeping your vibration raised is so essential. And really quick, I didn't write this down, but really quick, I just want to teach a technique to recenter yourself and cleanse. And so everybody wants to grab their stick of sage and think that saging or smudging is the only way to cleanse your energy, but it's not. So cleansing and resetting is simply at the very basic, taking a deep breath and just relaxing for that second. So that is the basic cleansing your energy and auric field. So take a deep breath, and with your right hand, just rub your third eye. Just rub your third eye gently. You can close your eyes. And keep doing that until you feel nice and centered. And envision yourself being surrounded by a golden bubble of light and just purifying your energetic field, cleansing away anything that's not. And when that feels good, you can stop. Space of cleansed energy, and then go about go into a, but that's a simple way to do when you don't have sage or anything available. Just cleansing and recentering.
And the music we're using is 512, the Ascension. It unlocks the third eye, helps to raise up, to reconnect. So I've got that on Spotify, chakra frequencies. Really nice.
I love that.
Okay, so quickly, let's go to your website. We got so much stuff there. All right, tell us about this TRS really quickly.
Yes. So I am someone that is dealing with an autoimmune. So I decided to start working with Trs Spray, which is a gentle detoxing spray that you take daily. I am now a brand partner with them, so I have the option. If you're interested in TRS, the link is up on my Instagram. And TRS has some amazing testimonials. You can look through the internet and find those. But what it does is it detoxes your body in a gentle way. It removes mold, parasites, lead, heavy metals, arsenic, just lots of junk that we encounter just living, in our daily life, from air and unclean water and food and things. So the TRS will help you detoxify those things. It retails for $95, but if you sign up to be a distributor, you will get it for $68. There's no pressure to sell. If you don't want to be a distributor, which is totally fine, you don't need to. You just click the option for ship. And so the auto ship option will give you the choice to have it sent to you automatically every month. You can cancel at any time, no big deal. and you can get it for $68. It's a 1 ounce bottle. It's excellent. I've been on it for a week. I researched it for years before I signed up, but I've been on it for a week, and I've already noticed some detoxing already happening. My skin is clearing up. I have potentially have lupus, so I have the lupus rash, and I'm constantly dealing with inflammation and lupus flares. And so this is just helping me reset my body so that I can work towards healing. And so far, I've noticed a huge difference in my brain fog, my skin, and it's only been 5 days. So everybody detox at different rates, but the general recommendation from the company, Cosiva, is to stay with it for 6 months. And then you can cycle on and off. It's safe for everybody of all ages. For every 30 pounds, if you want to give it to your children, for every 30 pounds, you do 1 spray. And so I'm obviously over 30 pounds. So you, as an adult, you also want to start with 1 spray and just work your way up. So I do 2 sprays daily.
Nice.
Instead of the bottle says 5, but you definitely want to work up unless you want to detox super quick. And detoxing symptoms can be a headache, it can be nausea, it can be a little bit of bloating, it can be a candida die-off, so you might not feel great. But it's just, you just got to stick with it, because that's all part of, if you've done any kind of detox, that's all part of it, is the removing of the toxins. It might make you feel like crap initially, but then it goes away.
Okay, so we're going to do a little more intense video on that. She also has a water filter that's amazing, that if you're going to be detoxing, you want to have good water. So we're going to talk about this next time as well. But you can go to her link. You can go to her Instagram, earthmother.coyotechild, and follow her there. And you can see all her videos and DM her if you have questions, and or if you want to get started in any of the products, and or book a Reiki, Young Living, by the Young Living that we feature today. You can do that there as well. We're going to say thank you, blessings, be well, drink water, we love you, take a deep breath, and please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Feel free to share. Invite people. Come and visit with us during this time. We're here every Tuesday, same time. Thank you, Natalie. Love you. Bye. Be well.
Thank you. Love you.